Hello everyone, this is Volts and welcome to a video in which I am going to be showing you and explaining to you how I make my videos. Now the reason why I'm deciding to make this video on how I make my videos is because during my sleep last night I just had this wacko idea thrown into my head about just how to make my videos. Most ideas I don't know, forget about, but because this idea is just so good and I've kind of wanted to do this for a while, but I just never gotten around to doing it until now. So here it is, how I make my YouTube videos is going to be in this video. So you're currently seeing my desktop. I know I've got a lot of stuff on my desktop and for some reason it's... Wait, is it lagging? Well, it looks slow to me for some reason, but yeah, this is my desktop and it's just filled with a lot of junk. That's only because I have to have things appear on my desktop for me to remember them, because if they're stashed away in folders, I'm going to completely forget about them. So let's go ahead and open up Premiere Pro, because that's what I use to edit my videos. And now immediately you can see the videos that I've been making recently, but you know what, we don't need to worry about that, so completely blur this part. So let's go ahead and do a new project, and we're going to just call this how I make my videos or something like that. Right, so this is what comes up when you make your new project. I mean, it might be different for you, I don't know, but let me just go over to my project over here, and we've got import media to start with. So I've already got a folder, and let's go into example recording, because I've actually made a recording especially for this video. So let's go into here, and my recordings are laid out like this. So my microphone audio is titled microphone audio or mic audio. My game is titled game, and my face cam is titled face cam. So what I usually do is I just highlight all of these and just drag them into the import media, and then let Premiere Pro do its work. Now of course with Premiere Pro it does this sort of conforming thing down here. So what this does is it sort of does some things with the audio, because if you were to actually import these files, these video files, audio files, whatever, into the timeline here without the conforming thingamajig, then the audio will not be played. So you have to let the conforming process happen in order for you to hear the audio in your video file. So let's go ahead and go to File, New, Sequence, and I usually go for HDV 1080p 30, and I know that the frame size is not like 1080, no, it's not like 1920 by 1080, it's 1440 by 1080. If I were to do it to 1920 by 1080, like, it doesn't feel right when I'm editing, so I'd rather do it at 1080p 1440 by 1080. So I'm just gonna click OK. So here we go. But even though with 1440 by 1080, it might the video might look a bit smaller than, you know, stretched or widescreen. But if I go ahead and put my face cam in, keep existing settings, of course, it's already widescreen. But with 1440 by 1080p aspect ratio, it would look something like that, I think. So basically, I have it like this, and I don't question it, I just do with it. So what I normally do is, actually, I take that out, and why is this... Okay, that's a little bit of a glitch, but you know what? Let's put in my microphone audio into the audio slot. That's still appearing like that. That's so strange. Right, anyway, let's go ahead and now put in the game, because what I do, I stack them up, and because I used to use a Vegas Pro, like, I don't know, couple. I used Vegas Pro from 2015, I think, onwards. Then I started using Premiere Pro in like 2019. I can't remember when I started using Premiere Pro though. But you know what? Let's go ahead and put the game in. Now, I don't just drag it in, because if I could just drag it in, but I feel it's easier to just double click on it, and then you've got these sort of two buttons here, and this button is for drag video only and drag audio only. So we're going to drag the video only onto the video slot here, and then I'm going to put the audio only on the audio underneath the microphone slot here. So now let's just put the face cam on top of game and below the game audio. So I double click on my face cam as well, drag the video on top of the game, and drag the audio beneath the game audio. So it's like that now, and oh my god, hold on a minute. Wait, if I do that, right, okay, so, does that, okay, so the selection highlight, I don't know what you call it, but the selection outline, that's what you call it, the selection outline has now disappeared. So, what I now do is, I zoom in onto the time, oh yeah, I take quite a while because, wait, what? Okay, so we had a little bit of a hiccup there because I forgot that when I was recording, I kind of left the whole recording on for a very, very, very long time. So I just basically cut out the beginning part. So let's just zoom in on my recording though. And first of all, when I actually move my recordings along the timeline, like this is not synced up with my facecam audio, which is down here. So what I do here is I click on the facecam or the facecam video part and hold down shift and then click on the facecam audio down here, then right click and then link. So now if I move the facecam, then it moves both of them, which is just absolutely heavenly. So now let's go ahead and move along the timeline. Now, it's very hard to see the actual waveforms of the facecam audio, but if you can, when you're making your videos, you want to sync up your audio to video a lot of the time. So what I do is I usually just do this, 1, 2, 3, and then I just sync up the microphone audio to the facecam audio. So how I do this is oh, you can even hear me say it.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. And then wait, how a minute? Do I already? Wait. Okay, so let me just move this audio up a little bit. So as you can see, I am clapping. So now what I do is I go along the timeline and I basically clap around here. So what I do is now I move my, wait, I need to actually shrink this audio a little bit so that I can line up correctly. So I zoom in, and then if you can see these sort of spikes in the audio, this spike over here is the first clap, then it's the second one, then it's the third one. So I have to line up the first clap with my facecam audio, and that seems about right. So how's that? Yep, that sounds about right. Yep. Okay, so now what I do is I click on the facecam audio, and in the volume part I just turn off this clock here, which basically disables animation, and then I just drag this audio all the way down to 287, because 287 is equivalent to minus infinity, which means it's completely silent. So now, let's see how this sounds. Yep, it's completely synced up. And the extra clap for clarity. Okay, so now, what I do is, I'll let you listen in yourself. 1, 2, 3, go. So what I do there is I do, 1, 2, 3, go, and as soon as I say go, I click the recording on OBS, which is, oh wait, actually that's on the screen, yeah. I'm currently recording with OBS, and yeah, when I say 1, 2, 3, go, I immediately start the recording here, but I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm recording right now. But yes, I obviously use OBS, and now I need to move the game. Oh wait, hang a minute, I just realized I haven't actually linked up the game video with the game audio, so I need to do that really quickly. So link, there we go, and now let's move this up to when I say go. So 1, 2, 3, go. So okay, the game has now started being recording. So what I do now is I go on to my facecam video. Now normally I could just click on this, but sometimes I like to double click on the preview here to get the highlight, outline, selector, whatever you'd like to call it. Now I move it over to here. Now it's a little tiny bit laggy because I'm, recording. Obviously, holy crap, that was a spike. Right, let's just move it a little bit over to here. Right, how much? Okay, so it's not using up too much power there. So now if I go along here, let's just listen in and watch the YouTube and BritBox highlighter things. Up, down, 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 up, down. So I try to make sure that I'm actually up, down, with the going up and down. So how is this so far? So when I say up, so it's a little bit late. So let's just move this to the left a bit. So up. Okay, so that seems about right. So let's find out. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yep, that is well synced up. So now that the face cam, the microphone, and the game is all synced up, all I need to do now is go to the very start of my proper video, which is going to be like over here. Now once you have matched up the audio and video, I can now just click on the facecam video thing, and then over on the motion, because the motion has changed over here, all I need to do is just click on this thing, which will reset all of the motion that I've done. So now it's back in the center, and now I start talking. Alright everyone, it is time to now try out Ascensions. So yeah, recently I actually played Nazi Zombies on Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and I played like Nocturne Toten, Shinonuma, Moon, and Origins, and this video is after that time. I don't know when this video comes out, but me revisiting Nazi Zombies should come out at some point. I don't know when, but for now. So as soon as I start talking, I then press the C key on my keyboard, which brings up the razor tool, and I basically go to where my timeline, I don't even know what the hell you even call that thing, but where this line is, and then I just click on both the video of the facecam, video of the game, and because the video and the audio of the facecam and the game are both linked, it will do the exact same cut on the audio of both of them. So now I need to do the cut on the microphone audio, and as you can see, we've got a cut on all of them. So now all I need to do is press the V key on my keyboard, which will go back to the selection tool, highlight all of these, delete. Now I could easily just highlight all of these and then drag, but that takes a lot of time. So we've got a really neat feature in Premiere Pro, and what that is you can, you could either just click on the empty space here and click and press delete, but I mean, I always forget to do that, so what I do is I right click here and then do ripple delete, and that will send all of these right to the beginning of the timeline. So now we're at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Awesome. So now, you don't exactly want to have my face cam like this the entire video, and what I do is, I go to the effects panel. We're finally going into the effects panel, and I'm going to type in crop. Now I do have presets like a Resident Evil Village crop. I should get rid of that because I'm not going to play that again. I've also got official facecam crop, but I don't know. My facecam position changes all the time, so I just put in a crop from transform and drag it onto facecam. Now here's a neat trick as well. When I have my facecam file selected, if you just double click on crop, it will just immediately add it to the video. Just as easy as that. You don't even need to drag it, but you need to have it highlighted first in order for you to actually double click on the effect for it to be added onto it. So you can't double click on an effect if the video is not already highlighted. So yeah, right, now here we go to crop our video. So we could just go on to left, top, right, bottom to change how it looks, of course. Just like that, that's pretty easy. And we could do it to the top as well. Yep, like that. And the right and the bottom. But it's so much easier if you just click on the actual crop thing itself, and you see this sort of selection thing, outline thing, and all you have to do is just drag over to here and up here. There we go. So now it looks like a proper sort of let's play facecam type of thing. So now if we click on motion again, we've got the outline of the entire video. So now we can just drag it in to decrease the size of the video. So because I'm facing toward my Xbox in this instance, I'm going to put it onto the right. Normally when I'm recording a game on like PC, I put my facecam on the left, but because I'm recording Xbox, I put it on the right. So let's see how this goes. Alright everyone, it is time to now try out Ascension Zombies map. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. Okay, so because of my style of editing, I have this style of editing called like flow editing, where depending on what is being said by me in the video, or depending on what happens in the video, like I edit to make it feel aesthetically right. So let's say for example, try out Ascension Zombies map. So at this point in the video, what I normally do is Zombies map. So I make a cut like right here on the face cam, and then go ahead and see how this goes. And then when I stop talking right there, I put another cut on the face cam, put a cut on the game, and cut on the microphone audio, and then I move my thing over to, wait, now I won't be playing. Okay, so I move my thing over to here, and just before I talk, I put another cut. And then, now I won't be playing this for very long, I'm only doing this for like a example, for like a video that I'm going to be doing soon. And I just say that, so then I just cut when I stop talking there, and now I go back to the selection thing, highlight these, delete, and then ripple delete, easy as that. Now, on this part over here, I click on the face cam, and then I actually collapse the crop thing over here, and then I disable the effect so that it goes back to being like the whole face cam, not cropped, you know. Then I go onto the motion, and then reset the motion so that it's completely full screen. Now, what I do is I kind of zoom in onto my face a bit, then go back a bit, and then I actually toggle the animation on for both the position and for the scale, because if I then take my timeline to the end of the actual video, not of the timeline, because there's two types of timelines. There's the video timeline, which is this timeline, and there's the entire timeline, which is this. So you want to focus on the video timeline right now. So once that's done, you can then click back onto motion, and you can still see the outlines, but you can't see the left outline, so I can't drag it. I can only drag it from here, which is, I mean, it's okay, but I'd rather like to drag on this side. But since I can't see it, what I need to do is I can either drag it from here, but this is sometimes a little bit clunky, so I expand the scale, and you can see the sort of slider thing, and the slider controls the scale. So I increase the scale a little bit more, so like that, and of course you can see it animated. You know what? I'm actually gonna mute the audio for now. So yeah, you can see that it's animated. So yeah, now it kind of looks weird how I've zoomed in on my face cam right now. So to fix this, I click on the motion, so now I can move the motion around of my face cam. Now I put it about there, completely center of my face. So now if we play this, now you can't hear the audio because I've muted it, of course, but if you look at this, okay, now let's go ahead and unmute the audio so we can like see how this looks. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. Now it still looks not right. Yeah, there's it feels like there's something missing. And what that something is a crossfade. So what I also do is that, because we've got a cut here, you see this sort of red thing? It means we can right click and then apply default transitions. So this creates a cross dissolve, and what that does is it kind of fades between the two. And now you see these keyframes that I made earlier on, they're sort of pushed in a little bit. That's only because of the crossfade. So to make it more cooler, because if we just had it like this, just watch the video. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. Yeah, as soon as the face cam video starts playing, so let's go ahead and see, it starts animating. But if we push these keyframes back, you can actually see the video zooming in and out a little bit whilst I'm actually moving the keyframes. So now if we put them all the way back at the beginning, let's see the difference. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. So as soon as the fade starts, the full screen face cam starts zooming in. So it doesn't wait until the face cam video starts until it's zooming in. It just automatically starts zooming in. That's what I do with my editing. I know that it's something simple, but some people just think that editing is easy, and in some parts it is kind of easy. But when you start to get to the fancy, cooler editing, it starts to get a little more harder. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. That was just like a simple edit. But let's say for example, I am currently just watching my recent Destiny of the Doctors video, and yeah, currently we're looking at Patrick Troughton, or the second Doctor, and watch what happens. Why? So of course you heard my voice get sort of reverberated a little bit, and you also saw the Y text sort of appear in sort of a way that it's like, I don't know, I don't know how to describe the sort of appearing effects, but it's like And I've already made that effect like post of this video right now. But to make that effect, I'll show you how to do that. So I've made a little bit of space so I can actually make that effect, and I've actually got a sound file which is called hello, and I'm going to use this as like a reference to the reverberating effect and also the sort of text appearing effect. So let's see how this goes. So let's see how this sounds first. Hello. So that's my voice, of course. So let's go ahead and just cut out the beginning. Hello. And then cut it out there because it's going to be reverberated. And to do the reverberating effect, in the search field we're going to type in stew. I don't need to type in the whole thing because it just comes up here, studio reverb. Now drag this onto the audio file and then up here click on edit. Now on the presets, I mean some people may just fiddle around with this, but I usually just go to presets because it's easier, and I go to vocal reverb medium, and then make sure you click on the X, because if you click out of it, it won't save. So you have to click on the X in order for it to properly save. And now let's listen to this. Hello? Yeah, you can definitely hear that sort of reverb, and I need to make it longer, don't I? Right. Hello? Yep, you can definitely hear that sort of reverb. So now, to make text, I'm going to press the T key on my keyboard to go to text right here, and then click on the preview here to create text. There we go. It is slow sometimes because of how my PC is, but let's go ahead and type in hello. So just like that, easy. And now, because I like to have my text sort of, you know, be cool in a way, so I just highlight the text, and then in the text part, we've got Minion Pro here, which is the text font. So I go to the drop down, and let's just try Obelix Pro, because you know that's a really nice text font. So now I go back to my selection tool, and we've got this thing right here. It's like an anchor point. Well, it's not like an anchor point. It is an anchor point. And what I do is I could just put this in the middle and just be done with that. Or I could click over here and align it to the center. But you know what? We're going to just keep it like that because why not? So what we can do now is we can actually drag to make it bigger and smaller, of course. And we can have it like that. So yeah, we just got hello. So now what we can do is over here, all of these position and scales are for this text object. I mean, you could technically use the motion, but I don't know. I don't like using the motion for the text object, so I usually like using the scale and position underneath the transform of the text object. So now what we can do is click on the scale and go forward 3 times on the text timeline. So 1, 2, 3. Then create another keyframe, and then 1, 2, create another keyframe. So on the first keyframe, let's make the scale go to 0, so then it just like appears. But on this keyframe, make the text slightly bigger, or well, hugely bigger. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you. And then on the last keyframe, just make it slightly smaller. So now it's like this. Hello. That is how you do that sort of appearing text thing. Now another thing you can do is something called linear wipes, and I've done one of those in one of my skit videos where, you know, I pretend like I'm the editor, and like, you know, to do one of those linear wipes, you know what, I'm just going to copy over the text, and to copy over the text, you can either just click on the text file over here and just do Control-C, Control-V, or you could do this and click on it, and then hold down Alt, and then drag it like that. So now you've made another duplicate. So I'm gonna get rid of these keyframes and get rid of the animation. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna type in the search field here linear wipe, and of course it shows up as transition, and this is it. So what this is if we expand the transition completion and drag this slider, you can see that it's kind of like that sort of crop thing when I was doing cropping my face cam, isn't it? Yeah. And to be fair, you can do the same exact thing with crop. You know what, I'll show you. So right now I'm on the crop thing, so you can basically do the same thing with the crop. You can just make it happen. But wait, actually hang on a minute, I just realized, no way. Oh my god, how have I not I legit thought that on crop you didn't have edge feather. Wait, has the edge feather always been there? Wait, what? No way. Come on, how have I not noticed that? Well, you know what? The linear wipe and crop basically do the same thing, but the linear wipe is more for wiping across the screen, but the crop is just for, you know, cropping the screen. The linear wipe is mainly for, whoa, hold on a minute, whoa. Edge feather goes a long way. Anyway, sorry. Linear wipe is for animating when you're trying to make like text appear in a very specific way, which I just shown you right there about that way. That's the only reason to use linear wipe, is to wipe your text away or wipe your text in such a cool manner. Okay, I'm now going to show you how I do the demonic voice type of thing. So, where's my demonic voice? There's my demonic voice. Now, I've also just realized that this video has gone on for a little bit too long. I didn't even realize you know what, I ramble on when I'm not scripted and... Right, anyway, so this is how my demonic voice sounds like, you know, raw footage wise. You will succumb to every fiber of my being. Yeah, I had absolutely no idea what to say to sound creepy, so I just came up with that. So now, to make it all demonic, what I do is, in the search field, I search for pitch shifter, and then drag it onto my audio file. Then I edit it, and then I, first of all, I decrease it to, let's say, -4, and then I hold down Alt, and then drag it below itself to create a copy. Then I edit the second one, and then drop it even lower, so that, you know, it's layered on top of each other, and it makes it sound more creepy. So let's see how this sounds.
You will succumb to every fiber of my being.
Now, I don't know if you noticed that, but the actual timeline or the playhead, this didn't exactly... When it was going over the waveforms of the audio, it didn't match up well to what was being said, did it? So let's just see that again.
You will.
So it looks like it's sort of been delayed in a way. So I didn't know how to do that like ages ago, but it's a simple fix for that. So what you do is go into sequence settings, and because I'm using Audacity to record my audio, and because with Audacity, if I show you right now, this is my audio recording right now, and down here with the project rate, hertz or whatever, I've got mine set at 44,100, and the default sample rate of audio in this current project is 48,000. So that is why it's sort of not matching very well because it's on a different audio sample rate. So to change this, obviously, you just click on it, go to 44 100 Hertz, click OK, and let's listen to this.
You will succumb to every fiber of my being.
There we go. That is how you do demonic voices. Okay, another thing I'm going to show you how to do, because, yeah, again, this video is going for a little bit too long than I anticipated. So, let's say, for example, I wanted to zoom in on my face cam a little bit because of something happening. So, hang on a minute. What's been said here? Yo. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in on my face cam right here. So, because I start speaking here, let's just create a cut on my face cam. Yo. Okay, so create another cut over here, and now, because like I don't have like a saved position for my face cam. Normally people have like a saved position for their face cam so they can easily just go back to that position for their face cam, but for me, I go to the end of my timeline on this video, create a position and scale keyframe here so it remembers that position. Then I create another keyframe at the start here, and what I usually do is I go forward about 3 times, so 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times, and then I either double click on the face cam here, or I click on the motion and it will do the exact same thing, and just scale it up, and then move it over to here, so it looks like I've zoomed in. Yo. Like that, so, but you can see it now slowly going back to that original position. To stop this, all I have to do is just highlight these 2 keyframes, copy, and then once I stop speaking, yo, like right here, I just paste them. Now, if I leave it like this, watch the face cam. Yo. It just looks so boring and so linear and so just like, it's like, and it just stops. There's no like easing or ease out. It's just like, it just begins and then ends, just like that. But if you want to have your animation ease in and ease out, all you have to do is highlight the first keyframes of when I go back to my original position, and then right click, temporal interpolation ease out, so it changes into this sort of shape thing here, and then do the exact same thing with these end keyframes, but instead of ease out, you do ease in. So let's go ahead and see how this looks. Yo. So yeah, it's not like just it's like It's just such a smooth transition, and that's how you do face cam zooms. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop it right there, because this has gone on for way too long, and like, you know what? If you guys enjoyed this, maybe I'll make like a part 2 or something, or maybe a part 3, I don't know. But for now, I've gone on for way too long, and if you guys would like to see more, let me know. I don't even know if you guys even would like this or not. Nobody even asked for this. Nobody asked. I just wanted to make it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone.